welcome to my channel, Crafty Fox DIYs. This video is part of the Anything Easter or Spring collaboration hosted by Donna from Donna's DIYs and Things, Christine from DeVyne DeZynz, Sabrina from Sabrina's Craft-nanigans, and Malinda from the Crafty doll. I will have links to their channels as well as a link to the playlist down in the description box below. Okay, let's get on into it. DIY number 1. I have this pretty iridescent vase that I got from Kroger. I've also used my Cricut to cut out a bunny face. I'm just going to take this piece of sheer curtain and I'm going to put it down inside of the jar. Now you could use tissue paper or just regular paper, like shredded paper would be okay, and put it down inside your vase. You could use also just a round vase if you wanted to, a square one. Any shape would work, but I really like this shape of this one and also that it's iridescent. I just think it is so pretty for Easter. So I'm just going to take my vinyl bunny face and put it onto the jar or on the vase. I had a time and a half with these whiskers. Even weeding them was awful. I need some new Cricut blades and I've got some coming, so hopefully I won't have any more issues with that then. So I just went over my vinyl there to make sure that my face is down real good. Then I have these bunny ears that I got from Dollar Tree and I'm just going to stick those down into the vase. And then I took several bunches of flowers and I combined them together to make this one. I just pulled all the heads off and then added on the heads that I wanted to get a nice, pretty, colorful bunch of flowers. And I just put those right down inside the vase in between the bunny ears. And then I'm just going to grab a hold of that sheer curtain and I'm going to pull it up to make sure that the inside's all nice and covered. I'm going to adjust my ears and my flowers. I like how that vine's hanging down there in the front. I think it's nice. Okay, then I have this ribbon. This is all I have left of it. I've had this for several years. I got it from Dollar Tree. And I just made the awareness ribbon and then scrunched it up in the middle. And then I'm going to use some jute twine to tie it together in the center there. Then I'm going to, of course, adjust my ribbon, get those loops all nice and poofy there. And then I'm going to cut off the ends. I'm just going to cut those at an angle. Just get them even. And then I'm going to use some hot glue to secure the bow right in the middle of between her ears at the top of the vase. Just like that. Then I'll go and adjust my flowers, my bow some more to get her all nice and dolled up. I think she's so cute. And then I also made a boy one, and what I did, I just used the blue ears and I cut the eyelashes off of the eyes. And then, of course, I made a different arrangement. I just used blue and yellow, and I also add some carrots. And I'm going to show you how I made that. I have this carrot from Dollar Tree. I bought mine in a garland, but I do think you can buy them in a pack by themselves. And then I have this boxwood greenery that I got from Temu, and I'm just cutting the stem off. But I'm leaving a little bit of it so that I can stick it down into the carrot. And I just cut the greenery off that was already on there. And then I'll just use some hot glue to secure that greenery into the top of the carrot. Just like that. Now I did try making this into a pick and sticking that into the arrangement, but it just wasn't sticking up the way I wanted it to, so I decided instead to pull a flower off, and then I just stick the carrot onto the stem from that flower, and I think that turned out nice. I like it like that. So there are my cute little bunnies. Such a darling pair. Okay, now on to DIY number 2. I have this potted plant, and then I have a little wood bunny from Dollar Tree and some paper. This is just some embellishment paper I got in a pack from Temu. And then I'm going to paint my pot. This is like a dirty white color, but I'm going to paint the pot a really pale yellow. And I'm just going to go over, just kind of refresh it. I don't give it more than one coat. I just give it the one coat, like I said, just to give it a refresh. Then I'm going to use some Mod Podge to adhere the paper to my bunny. Now normally I would put the bunny on the paper and trace it and then cut that out. But I wasn't feeling well this day and I just wanted to hurry up and get this done and go rest. So I wasn't thinking all the way and I didn't do that. So instead I have to use my X-Acto knife to cut the paper out. It did tear a little bit, but it ends up looking okay in the end because, like I said, I was in a hurry, so I didn't wait for the Mod Podge to dry. If I had, it would have went more smoothly and not tore any. But it's like I said, it's okay. It turned out fine. Then I just take my sanding block and I go around and get the excess paper off around the edges. Then I have this lace that I got from Temu, and I'm going to cut it in half because it's a little wider than what I needed for this project. So I'm just going to cut it in half and cut the piece off. And then I'm just going to tie a simple shoestring bow to glue onto the bunny. So just tie my little bow. Then once I get it adjusted to the size that I want, then I'll just trim everything down. Test it out to see if it's right. Then I'll just cut those excess pieces off. Then I'll just use hot glue to secure that onto my bunny. Just like that. Okay, now I'm going to cut these flowers off of this stem, and I'm going to use these into the little bushy part here of my plant. I'm not going to glue them in. I'm just going to leave a little bit of stem on there and then just stick them in. That way I can take them out without having to worry about damaging the plant. If I, decide I want to use it for something else, and I'm sure I will. So I'm just going to do it this way. Just thought it, made it look a little more springy by adding in those flowers. I'm just testing out my bunny here, see how it's going to work. Now I'm taking some hot glue and I'm going to put it over top of the foam, and I'm going to glue some reindeer moss on the top. I got this from Dollar Tree. I'm just gluing that on top of the foam. And then I'm going to put my bunny in. I'm not gluing the bunny either. I'm just wedging it between the pot and the plant. Stick these flowers back in. Once I get it where I want it to go, the flowers aren't going to come out, so it won't be a problem. Now to dress the pot up a little bit, I'm going to take some of this jute that has green leaves. They're ribbon green leaves. They're woven into the jute, and I'm just going to glue that around the top to dress it up a little bit. I kind of wish I had tried out the lace to see how it would have looked around the top. Now that I'm sitting here looking at it would be easy to try that out. Okay, and then later on, I added this little pearl to the center of the bow and a little white pom-pom bunny tail. Okay, on to DIY number 3. I have this little bicycle cart and a little stake from Dollar Tree. It's a bunny. I had a time getting that stake off of there, but I just kept working with it, taking my time, so that way I didn't damage the bunny. And then I was able to get the stake off. Okay, so I'm just taking a chippy brush and I am dry brushing on some white paint and some antique wax onto the basket part on this cart. I'm just giving it, a little bit of distressing. I didn't want to completely cover it because I wanted the wording to stay on there. And I liked how that looked, but I just wanted it to look a little more aged. So I decided to dry brush, like I said, some white paint and then going over that with some antique wax. Then I'm going to grunge up my homemade handlebars here. I used some wired jute to make the handlebars because the ones that were on there had broken off. Okay, and now I'm going to use some antique wax with this little chippy brush, and I'm going to just pounce it up and down in the gray areas just to kind of make her look a little fuzzy. So she doesn't look, just like a flat metal rabbit. I don't want to do too much because I want to leave the details there that are there, but I did want to, like I said, kind of make her look, a little fuzzy. Okay, now I have this placemat that I do not use, and I cut some of the trim off around the side of it, and I'm going to use it to make some carrots. Just cut out a little carrot shape there, and this was several layers, so I had to glue the layers together to keep it from coming apart. You could use just some orange material or some felt or anything to make your carrots. I just had this to use, so I decided to use it. And then I'm going to take some antique wax and grunge up my carrots a little bit, just going around the edges of it. I don't want them to look like they're fresh new carrots, and the rest of it's, you know, distressed. So one day, dirty up my carrots too. Another little spot that needed some hot glue to keep it together. Then I'm going to use some of this boxwood, and I'm not going to use the whole piece. I'm just going to cut some pieces off to glue onto them, to the bunny. Because as you can see, it looks like she's holding carrots. But I wanted to, you know, add some onto it, give it, you know, some dimension. So I'm just gluing this boxwood greenery on the top, like where the greenery is on her. That's where I'm going to glue it. I think I used 5 little pieces. I didn't want too much, but I didn't want it to, you know, look, you know, sparse either. So I'm going to glue my carrots down right on top of the carrots that she's already holding. Just like that. I got some glue in my hair. Okay, then I had this little piece that I cut off of the bow that I put on the vase bunny. And I'm using that to make a bow to put on top of my rabbit. So this is officially the last of that ribbon. There is no more of that in my stash. That is all. Maybe I'll get lucky one day and be able to find some more of it because I just loved it. I thought it was so pretty. I love the colors of it. And I'm just going to glue that right on top of the bow that's already on the bunny. Just like that. Okay. So now it's time to put the flowers and greenery into the basket on my little bicycle cart here. And I'm just going to cut the stems down. So I don't want them sticking up too tall. I just cut some of them shorter and some of them longer. And then I'm doing the same thing with the flowers. I always use a lot of purple colors and yellow, seems like, in my Easter and spring decor. So I'm going to put these yellow tulips in here just to get it nice and full. Okay, and now I'm going to make some more of those carrot picks. I'm not going to use as much greenery on this since it's going down inside this. I wanted it to just, because there's so much other boxwood in here. So I'm just using one little piece in there. And because I pulled it off of the stem instead of using the skinnier stem, then I just took my scissors to make the hole a little bigger so that will go down inside. And now these I am making a pick with. I just used the stem from flowers that I pulled the head off of, and I just stuck that down into the end of the carrot, and I'm going to stick that inside the foam. And I made 2 of those. Okay, now I'm going to add some little blue flowers in here. I had to create those also. I just pulled those off of something else and then stuck them onto some empty stems as well. But I thought that gave it an extra little thing, and then I glued a blue flower there on the handlebars. Okay, and I have this round circle. This came from a project where I had made a birdhouse, several birdhouses, but I saved the little circle parts, and I'm going to use a combination of wood glue and hot glue to adhere that to the cart to make sure that it does not come off of there. And this is what I'm going to glue my bunny to, and then I use some E6000 and some hot glue to stick the bunny onto that little round piece. This will allow her to stand out away from the cart instead of being right on it. I wanted her to, you know, be standing out, you know, kind of 3D from it. Just like that, see? I love this. This is so pretty. Okay, let's take one final look at all 3 of these projects. Okay, that's all for this video. Let me know what you think of these spring DIYs. Be sure to check the description box for the host channels as well as the link to the playlist so that you can get all kinds of Easter and spring DIY inspiration. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.